G'day Australia. So I continue my deposition allegations of crime and corruption in Queensland, Australian government, federal and state. So at the moment I went to got an appointment to see Stephen Andrews, the state member for Queensland electorate of Marani. I seen him on August the 18th and spoke with him for 20 minutes. I tried to ask him to take a deposition of the crimes and corruptions and allegations still continuing for my mum's matter. Her estate, she passed away in February 2020, so it's 23 now, halfway through, just about, on 9th, nearly the end of it. And we found documents were stolen, will was stolen, perjury from allegations of perjury by Jared Andrew Mobbs in his affidavit and submissions for his taking over my mum's estate. He's not my mum's solicitor, he's not the public trust who we asked for to administer her estate. Unfortunately, we found that he's embezzled a lot of funds and money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and corrupt courts have ordered costs against us for 75, 15, 35, it's just another 30 and 20, it's just nearly, it'd have to be around $200,000. Of course, there's another $300,000 just being embezzled. So I wrote to Stephen Andrews' office on the 18th of September to follow up on the meeting of the 18th of August. Got no response yet. We don't know if my email's been hacked and they've been deleting stuff again. So again, allegations were that Jared Andrew Mobbs and the other law firms were hacking into my computers, emails and phone. That's a big story in itself. And then we found that our AFP, Australian Federal Police, after my bank account was hacked, all of my money taken in my bank account, AFP, I allege that hacked my email account as well using Pegasus. They deleted the PDF that they threatened me with. They threatened to stitch me up. False allegations. They're saying they actually sent a letter saying that hacking my bank account and stealing all money is not a criminal offence. But the Queensland Crimes Commission was saying the same thing, exactly the same, identical words, that perjury is not a criminal offence, fraud is not a criminal offence, embezzlement is not a criminal offence. What else was it? The other allegations? Theft of documents is not a criminal offence. So our Queensland judiciary are completely corrupt. We've found that even in the appeals courts they lied, saying that the appeals that I filed was 2 days late when I took a photo of it and got the Australia Post Express Post pack number and everything like that, tracked it, was 5 days early. So it's standard practice in the judiciary and the associates to lie under oath in court and in office. So back to the point, I'm just going to have to try and call Stephen Andrews' office, the Queensland member for Marani, and just follow up on, he said he was going to get back to me, it hasn't yet. And again, I don't know if my email's been hacked again or still being hacked and deleted. So we'll see what he says. Hi, good morning.
Is not available. unable to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. Press the hash key to end recording.
Hi, my name's Steve Wickenden. I had a meeting with Stephen Andrews on the 18th of August, and he hasn't gone back to me yet that I know of. I sent an email, follow-up email on the 18th of September, and it doesn't seem to have a reply to that yet as well. If you could email me, stevewickenden@hotmail.com, or give me a call back on this number. Just following up, I'm still trying to give Stephen Andrews my deposition of crimes and corruption against us by state and federal governments and law firms. That'd be great. Okay, thank you. Cheers, bye. I think they got call identifier, and so they saw my name come up and just didn't answer. But anyway, that's our problem for the last 13 years in court. We get no representation in government, certainly no voice in government, and the voice in Parliament for the Aboriginals is a fraud in itself, because everyone's supposed to have their state and federal members, their representatives in government, and the senators as well. Queensland abolished the Senate, which we need to get back. And again, working in the mines as an electrician and pay personal tax and get no representation. It's government fraud. It's taxation without representation. And these are major crimes against us: fraud, perjury, theft. And it's been going on for years and years and years. And I can't even hand in a deposition to state member Stephen Andrews. And I was in the Liberal electorate in Surfers Paradise as well. And the same thing happened with John Paul Langbrook. Years and years and years of writing to her, get no response, no reply. And when 4 years after being ignored, and in 2013 I got 1 hour supervised contact with my son Oscar, and it was just crime and corruption, just rampant. It was perjury against me by the judiciary, and it's standard practice for the judiciary to lie in court. And even the family court appeal, they did exactly the same thing. They said my appeal was 5 days out of time, and blah blah blah. Even though I do send things by express post, which is registered, and we can prove it was on time, but they just ignore the facts, the rules and laws. So yeah, you're paying all this tax to people that are corrupt, and it's what's technically known as cluster B types, antisocial types, narcissistic psychopaths, and like that. And people don't realise that there's 250,000 narcissistic psychopaths in Australia, most of them in the government, and that's our problem. Thanks for listening, Australia. Goodbye.